Hey everybody, I'm back with another update of what's happening here in southern Utah, and today I'm here to talk about two major road projects that are going to change St. George traffic forever. For as long as most of us can remember, I-15 has not only run through St. George, it's literally split it in two, with some city leaders even saying that it's been a wall right through the heart of the city. Well, that's about to change, and this isn't the only corridor being worked on. Bluff Street is also going through a major overhaul, and we're here to show you both. But real quick before we get into it, I wanted to give you a quick update on the What's Happening Southern Utah app. I can't believe it, but we're already approaching nearly 5,000 downloads. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's downloaded so far. I built this for one thing, and that is to connect everyone in southern Utah to all the things that are happening around here that make this the best place to live on earth. And we're about to hit our next tier of giveaways, so if you're in already, you're one step closer to that. And if you haven't downloaded yet, now's the time to download, subscribe, and make sure those notifications are on. Okay, so here's what's happening. First up, we'll talk about the I-15 project. UDOT is rebuilding about 2.5 miles of I-15, the stretch between Bluff Street, exit 6, and St. George Boulevard, exit 8. They're widening it from 2 lanes to 3 in each direction to keep up with just how fast this area is growing. And it's not just more lanes. UDOT is actually raising the interstate as well and replacing the bridges that are over 100 South and 700 South with taller, wider bridges built to handle the extra room. Construction on this stretch kicks off this fall, and the target is to have it wrapped up in either late 2028 or early 2029. So it will be a multi-year project. And here's the part that I'm most excited about, the 2 brand new underpasses. UDOT is building new crossings under I-15 at 400 East and 900 South. 2 new local roads punching straight under the freeway, plus new 6-foot sidewalks on both. This is the whole reconnecting the city piece. Right now, if you live on one side of I-15 and need to get to the other, you're funneled onto just a handful of crossings, mainly Bluff Street and 700 South, and we all know how backed up those get. With these 2 new underpasses, it gives drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians 2 more ways across, shorter trips, less congestion on the crossings we already lean on, and fewer cars sitting there idling. It's truly going to be a game changer. There's even a school angle with this. Dixie High and Dixie Middle have boundaries that straddle both sides of the interstate. And once these are in, some students could literally walk to school in about 5 minutes instead of going 1.5 miles out of their way just to get across. Now, if you've been following this one, you know the funding on it has been a bit of a roller coaster. So let me catch you up because the news this month is a big deal. Back in 2024, the underpasses landed a federal grant, about $87.5 million to make it happen. Then last year, that money got pulled as part of a federal budget's cut, which was a big setback. But the project didn't die. The state, along with the city, stepped in to keep it moving. And then just this month, a new federal grant came through for $23.5 million through the BUILD program to help fund these underpasses. And the timing really matters. UDOT is already about to rebuild this whole stretch of I-15, so building the underpasses at the same time means that it gets done once, done right, with a lot less disruption than tearing it all up twice. All right, so that's it for I-15. Now I'm here with Andrew with McMullin Injury Law. Andrew, what are the effects, both short-term and long-term, for this project in regards to traffic and safety?
Yeah, so the reality is during the next 2 years, while there's active construction on this freeway project, we'll see an increase in congestion, which unfortunately likely leads to an increase in traffic accidents as well. However, starting 2029, when the project is done, this is going to be a huge relief for local traffic and make it a safer place for everybody. There's 75,000 vehicles that cross over this freeway pass in our community every single day, and going from 2 lanes to 3 is going to make it much easier to get on and off the freeway without having to contend with the semi-trucks. It's going to make it a safer place for everybody. As far as this underpass that's going to come at the bottom of 400 East, 900 South, this is a place that's near and dear to my heart. I lived right here on 400 East in college and lived right here in Morningside on the other side of this in high school. And I timed it just this morning. It took me 6 minutes to go from connection point to connection point. I had to deal with 3 different traffic lights. What took me 6 minutes will take 6 seconds when this project's done. It will increase traffic some on 400 East and 900 South, but it will vastly decrease traffic on 700 South, on Main Street, on Bluff Street, and even on River Road. That's a great thing for all of us.
Now we'll head over to the second corridor that UDOT is currently already tearing up, which is one of the busiest roads in town. This is the revamp for Bluff Street. It's roughly a $38 million project along Bluff Street, the SR 18 corridor, running between St. George Boulevard and Main Street on the south end. The plan is to add a raised landscape median, a lot like the one on St. George Boulevard, plus new turn lanes, intersection upgrades, resurface pavement, and a big underground storm drain to help with the flooding this stretch is known for. And here's a piece a lot of people will be glad to see go. That open ditch running along the west side of the road is getting buried and folded into the new underground storm drain. If you've driven Bluff for any length of time, you've probably seen a car end up in that ditch, so getting rid of it means one last hazard sitting right beside the road. Drainage work already kicked off this summer on the south end, and if everything stays on schedule, crews are aiming to have the whole thing wrapped up by spring of next year, so this one actually moves a lot faster than the I-15 project. And here's the thing to know, the new median changes how you reach some businesses along Bluff. A few left turns are going to become U-turns, so you'll want to plan your route a little differently once it's in. So bottom line, between these two projects, the next couple years are going to have a whole lot of orange cones around here. Now for Bluff Street, what is going to be the impact of these medians right along Bluff?
Huge, honestly. So the name of the game is decreasing conflict points. Raising a median decreases crashes by 40% because this project's going to delete over 30 conflict points. So no more Wild West on Bluff Street, turning left out of businesses, trying to get across all these lanes of traffic. You only turn in certain places. That's going to decrease our crashes a great deal.
Yeah, I guess this is going to be a really good thing for me, so I no longer shoot across Bluff Street as I exit Maverick. So thanks, Andrew. I really appreciate having you.
Yeah, thank you.
So expect detours, lane shifts, and slower drives as crews move through both of these corridors. But the payoff on the other side is going to be huge. A widened free interstate with more connections from one side to the other is really going to help connect both sides of the freeway even more, and I am super excited about it. Like Andrew said, it's worth a little bit of patience. I plan to stay up to date on both of these projects, and if you want to follow along, download the What's Happening Southern Utah app, where you can stay connected with these projects along with everything else happening in Southern Utah all in one place. We're also doing some big giveaways right now with the mobile app launch, so if you haven't downloaded it yet, now's the time. Go download it, subscribe, and make sure to turn those notifications on, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks, guys.